Shalom, ladies and gentlemen. Today, as always, we'll be talking about our weekly Torah portion, Parshas Vayishlach. And yes, this is a dramatic meeting between Yaakov and Esav, meeting between two worlds, meeting between two brothers after more than 2 decades of separation. And everybody has something important to tell one each other. We know the story. Esav wants to destroy Yaakov for all the misunderstanding, or not really planned misunderstanding that was happened with the blessing 20 years ago. Before that, I want with you to try to understand a term that is very popular nowadays. However, it's an ancient term in its meaning and definition. It's a term of show-off. What does it mean, a show-off? Show off when you want to present a certain vision to somebody else that not really represent who you are. Like, person showing off. And unfortunately, when we check the dictionary, you will see that there is no proper example of what does it mean to show off, but it's not true. The pure example of show off and importance of show off, it's brought in our weekly Torah portion. After Yaakov exercised and exhausted all the diplomatic ways of peace agreement with Esav, when he sent the messengers and said that please tell Esav that I'm your servant Yaakov, and we are good and I'm not angry at you, and please let's meet and have a peace and I give you a lot of presents. Esav comes back to him with 400 terrorists. And Yaakov understands that all the diplomatic ways were exhausted, and he creates a new strategic maneuver. He combines together a lot of cattle and camels, but then he makes a very interesting decision. He separates very large groups of cattle and shepherds and everything, and put them separated one from another in a way that you can see one group from another group. And he instructed them that when you meet Esav with his group of terrorists, you tell him that this is a present from your servant Yaakov. But why he put those revachim, as it says in the Torah, those distances between each camp? The simple explanation is in the surface, he wants to save at least something. He understands that Esav comes with aggression, and if he will take one group, one cattle, one group of shepherds take over, and he will say that it is a present to Esav, and he will save the rest. But then Rashi, Rav Shlomo Yitzchaki, who usually explains the plain meaning of the words of Torah, he says no. The reason why the maneuvers that Yaakov does, he wants to show off in front of Esav, because when Esav will meet one group, and then after a while he will meet another group and another group, he will say, wow, Yaakov has so much. But another commentator, called Bechor Ashur, the commentator of the late medieval ages that lived in France, he said that he goes a step further. He says, don't forget, we are in the Middle East, and the negotiation could be done only from the position of power. And what he does, Yaakov, he says that Esav will meet one group, and he said, wow, this is a lot, I taken, but then another group, and another group, and another group. And he will see that this show-off, this wow effect that Yaakov creates, and say, no. This guy is too big, he's too powerful. Now, let's make a peace agreement with him. And it worked, because those 400 terrorists that Esav comes to meet Yaakov and to fight with him, they nothing compared to all the army, more than the army, not just the family, but the huge group of the people and cattle and the power that Yaakov brings to the land of Israel. Besides the fact that our sages say that those 400 terrorists, they ran away right away when they saw how many people Yaakov has, and they hug each other. But then Esav says he's very impressed with the power that Yaakov has. The maneuver worked out, the show-off worked out, and this is why Esav response is, I have a lot as well. He is not a simple guy, he has a lot. He shows Yaakov that he is okay. He is not, maybe you have more, but I have a lot as well. But then Yaakov answers, but I have enough. Yes, the show-off works, but Yaakov remembers this is just for show-off. And maybe we should remember, sometimes we need to show off, but please do not forget, we are descendants of Yaakov, not Esav. Thank you very much. Good luck. I see you next week.